Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm glad you guys tuned in because I want to educate. I want to give education. What I present to you is only for you to listen to and think for yourself. Don't take what I'm saying as fact unless I say it's fact. And what I'm going to say is safe to say that it is fact. Because what it is, it refers to our known wildlife. And we're going to talk about Bigfoot. But our topic today in general are structures, formations, and possible shelters. Alright? Now with all that being said, anyone who's been following my research videos on my YouTube channel right here, they'll know everything I spoke of in the past. They know a lot of what I do share. They know the pictures and they hear me talk and explain. Alright? I take a lot of photos. A lot of it's interesting structures, things that do not appear to be natural. Okay, when I say not natural, referring to it's not weather made, okay, or it wasn't man-made. So therefore it was something created by something more elusive, more, and perhaps more strong. Some of our formations and structures, that a lot of it we can't rule out humans. We can't rule out some of it. We can't rule out bears, because bears are very common for a lot of tree bends and tree breaks. Okay, let that be known, and that's a true fact. Bears are common and known to create bent and broken trees. Bears will play on trees and they bend and break them all the time. A simple tree break pointing in a direction doesn't mean it was created by a Sasquatch. Bears are famous for this. Bears push on trees. They hang around on trees. If you don't believe me, do your research. If you don't want to take my word for it, you got to do your own research. Educate yourself. But for those who don't research and look into all these common sense topics, that's why I'm presenting it to you. I'm not trying to put anyone down. I'm trying to present what people don't realize what truth is. I speak simple, basic, clear truth. Alright? This structure right here, for example, it's an awesome looking shelter. I examined it. I checked it out. There is an opening inside. Okay? It provides a cover of hiding. You can hide in it. You can get out of the elements in it. But one thing we cannot rule out is humans. This structure right here, we cannot rule out as a man or people made this by hands. I can't say for a fact that this was Sasquatch. I'm going to explain why. Because this structure right here was found pretty far in the woods. But it was also an area where I know hunters will go post up for deer season. I have reason to believe this is a natural, man-made blind. Okay, he's hidden from, it creates an illusion, being blended in with what's around you, and it's in a perfect position for a deer to come in because it's overlooking a clearing where the deer will come in and the hunter could get a clear shot. Okay, common sense right there. All right. I'll show you a series of structures, tree breaks. Okay, let's look at tree breaks for a little bit. Alright, this one right here, this is a basic one. I don't need to show you too many tree breaks. A tree break is a tree break. It can be 3, 4, 5, 6 feet, even 7, 8 feet off the ground and broke and snapped over. Okay, without, let's try to have a little common sense here. Are you with me? Think about what I'm getting at. Think about what I'm saying. Alright? Examine it. Look at the structure. Look at the grains of the wood where it's broke. Okay? Can you tell how old it is? Usually the wood will appear to be, most of the time, gray. Or look for the wood rot. Depends on how long it's been broke. Through a period of time, through the years, it'll start getting rotten from other natural tree diseases, anywhere from the bugs and that'll eat away and rot at it. A lot of times if it was a rotted tree, a lot of times we could almost clearly say weather did such a thing. Okay. On the other hand, we could clearly say that bears did that. On the other hand, we could say maybe a Sasquatch did this, but you cannot rule out other obvious natural happenings. Okay. Let's, like I said, tree breaks. I believe that it is very possible tree breaks in a certain particular formation, which I found going up a ridge, coming after tree break after tree break after tree break, all facing the same direction. If you follow them, if you continue to follow them in the direction they're leading down the ridge, across the forest road in my area, this I'm before I get into this, I'm referring to a particular formation of tree breaks. They were so many feet apart, but all facing their leading in the same direction. So I'm using this example of one particular tree break system that I found in my area. But like I said, if you follow them all the way down, keep going, it leads to a water source, a large water source, which is a river. Okay. Yes, there's water sources to the left and right of it. You going up a ridge, you got two hollows to the right and left. You got a spring over here. They weren't pointing towards them springs and the small streams there, but they were pointing down across the road almost a quarter mile to the river. Okay. So yeah, in my observation, that was leading to a water source. Other researchers have actually found this in their observations. Now, is that what they're made for? I mean, we don't know, and there's no saying so. A lot of people are making more blunt claims about what directionals actually are, but truth is, it's speculation. Okay? Speculation. It's your say-so. So there's nothing to uphold that as a fact. Okay? That's speculation. A lot of what I show, I can make theories and guesses on it, but it's all speculation. Okay? I don't know how else to really explain what I'm trying to get at. I think I'm being pretty clear here. Now, I've come across a series of structures, other formations, which some of them blow my mind. Yeah, really, they do. Some of them blow my mind. They're very interesting. But regardless of what they mean, like for example, when I explain certain tree breaks, people ask me, well, what's an X mean? Well, it depends. If it is a natural X that's been formed there, if you could clearly rule out weather, did the weather knock those two trees down and they formed an X just by caught up, or did bears push it over and cause the other one, whatever, little things like that. But if you could clearly, if there's proof that we could say that, hey, okay, they were formed here, they were put here by hands on purpose. All right. My speculation on this here is, and my theory behind this is, it's possible. I believe it's possibly a sign of a dominant being in that area. Okay, dominance. All right. There you go. Then we can get into other issues. To get off the topic of structures of formations, here's another one. The word dominance actually made me think about this. Tree knocks. We hear tree knocks in the woods a lot. A lot of people do. Some of them, if you're pretty familiar with woodpeckers, a lot of people hear woodpeckers. Sometimes that sounds like, well, here, for example, let's listen to this woodpecker right here. Well, there you go. That woodpecker had, you hear it sound like continuous, like drilling. Brrr, brrr. Okay. Some woodpeckers are not always like that. A lot of times they're just a simple knock, 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 knock. Sometimes they're tap, 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 tap. Those are also woodpeckers. Now, there is distinct wood knocks, wood on wood, tree knocks that we could clearly throw out and rule out woodpeckers. Okay, all right. There's or the wind. Sometimes wind, when the trees get to blowing around, you'll hear one tree swaying around, and you'll hear them knock, bang into the other trees, causing knock sounds. But when it's calm, quiet weather conditions, and you hear a hard knock very distinctly, there's ones you got to observe it. You got to be out there. You'll actually know. You'll know a difference. All right, but as far as tree knocks go, all right, it's believed that it is communication or warning. Okay. Now, if we want to relate Sasquatch behaviors with our known primates, just give me the benefit of the doubt. Fancy this thought, okay? Because this is how I present my observations in the field. I refer and compare with our known species of primates, because they do all this. This is their same behaviors, okay? Humans don't do this. Humans don't communicate by knocking on the trees, okay? Primates do. So, okay, we hear possibly tree knocks. We hear tree knocks. Sasquatches knocking, communicating. Okay? Primates communicate that way. But also, it's intimidation. They're intimidating others around there to get lost, to stay away, stay clear. This is my territory. That's what's being done in our known primate world. Okay? Are they giving us warnings? Yes, very most likely, very possibly, yes. Okay? Are they communicating? Locating each other? Yes, very likely. Other primate communication and location signs are when primates, they'll scream, they'll yell, they'll howl. Okay? A lot of this is when one, say for example, one at the base camp is communicating, he's yelling out, he's giving a holler or screaming. And then when they get a response, that's the location signal. That's giving, okay, hey, I'm here at this location, I'm over here. They're gathering up the hunting groups. Okay? That's how I'm giving you a look at our known primates. That's what our known primates do. Now, if you want to use what I just presented to you with the possibility of that's what's happening here, that's up to you. I'm presenting this information because it needs to be presented. If we're going to study Sasquatch that we don't know nothing about, we're all making speculation about the alleged evidence and making blunt claims that we're saying, okay, this tree break was a directional. Okay, we don't know that. We don't know that. There is common sense isn't going to tell us a tree break is a directional, because that's stupid. There's no proof of you saying that. You have nothing to uphold your claim when you're saying that tree break is a directional. First of all, who did it? If you say a Sasquatch did it, you better show me proof. Did you see him do it? Okay. A lot of times in our known primate world, here's something else I'm going to throw at you too, because if we're comparing our known primates will break a tree and they'll slap the ground, they'll slam another tree because they're intimidating and they're getting aggressive. Okay? Our known primates will break and snap stuff too. That's to scare off other predators. Okay? Think about it. You can make guesses, you can make claims all you want. It's all speculation because there is no proof. You can talk till you're blue in the face, but till you have solid, concrete evidence, why are you saying what you're saying? That's why we gotta, learn to read and touch up. It'll give us, by reading and studying, it'll give us a more insight on what possibilities are? Because why are we thinking one-sided when it could, when we're thinking it could only be this, when it might actually be totally opposite of what you already believe and what you're trying to tell people it is? You can't be one-sided. You got to be open-minded when it comes to this. That's why I compare our known wildlife to what is among us, what we are finding that's mysterious. Makes sense, right? Think about it. Think about it and get back to me. If you have any questions, the email's right here. Email me. Do you have something you want to share on my show? Do a small, do a little share your videos. Upload a video, and not a YouTube video, but record a video, upload it to my messenger, and send it to me. If you want to share something publicly, I'll add it in. If you want to talk research, you want to talk Bigfoot, or you got questions, send them to me in a video. Send your questions or anything you want discussed in a video, short video, ask me questions. I'll sponsor it here on the show, and you'll hear me discuss it and share the knowledge to the best of my ability. Okay? And I'll get other researchers to share their input. Other researchers could send me their videos. Like I said, not YouTube, but record a video through your device, upload it to Messenger, send it directly to me, and I'll sponsor it on an episode. Alright? I hope what I had to say will kind of get you thinking a little bit, and just think. Just think. Stop making speculation as facts, because you have no proof of nothing. End of story. Now that's a fact. God bless. I want to give a little breakdown today. I've been doing some examining, some analyzing, and I think the findings will be obvious. This is part of what I do. As a researcher, I have to look into evidence. I look into a lot of presented evidence. When people present stuff to me, you could be my best friend, you could be my brother or cousin, I don't care who you are. But when it's presented to me, or if I see it, find it, I gotta look into it. So yeah, well, a lot of what floats around social media, I don't ignore it all. When I get a chance, I look into it. Today I want to look into, I've been studying a small juvenile track from Miss Connie Fox from out of Kentucky. Connie Fox, she's a great woman, awesome researcher. She's great at what she does. And she's out there in the woods all the time, so she's got a lot of field experience getting out there, and I'm very proud of her. Connie, keep up the great work. But I want to present everybody with this little breakdown that I did. Right now, I want to display Connie Fox's footcast. This is her juvenile squatch track. Well, let's just say juvenile. Let's not say squatch yet. All right. Take a good look at the track. This is an awesome finding. As you're seeing right here, alright, I don't know if the viewers could see it, but this is right here. If you look right here, just around the heel, you can see dermal ridges. Dermal ridges. And those are real. What you're seeing right here is real. These are real dermal ridges. Okay? Let's get a closer look. Let me pull the picture in a little closer. Alright, here we go. Take a good look. You see the foot's going this way. Alright, for the picture, it's going this way. Alright, the heel's over here. I got the heel right here. Alright, and we got our dermal ridges right around here. Going lateral. Not horizontal. Lateral. Well, if you look, depends how you're looking at the foot. By me going like this, it's actually horizontal. But you know, if you look at turn the track around, which it's actually going lateral across the foot. Okay. Now, this is something that we need to be observant about. I don't know if anyone else has caught this, but if you didn't, well, here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Here are human dermal ridges. Here we go. Are you ready for this? Okay, here's a picture illustration right here. This illustration was actually presented in Jeff Meldrum's book, Sasquatch Legend Meets Science. Alright. Let's take that picture away and go to a little bit more. There you go. Now, let's put the two together. Connie Fox's track and the illustration picture right here. And then we got them right here. We have two humanoid tracks. Both dermal ridges are showing human dermal ridges. Dermal ridges. Now, just for the record, keep in mind, all the other alleged Sasquatch tracks that were examined on tracks that where dermal ridges were found were not human. They found non-human primate dermal ridges. Okay? Non-human dermal ridges. Non-human dermal ridges. I'll say it one more time. Non-human dermal ridges belonging to a primate from the primate family. These are human. There's a difference. That's why I present this to you. If you have any questions on my research and how I analyze things, send me your videos or email me. Emails always provided. And if you have any research or if you have anything you want to discuss or hear me discuss, send your little videos. Make your videos on your device. Send them to me through Facebook Messenger, and I'll analyze it. I'll explain it to the best of my ability based off of my research and my studies. And I'm not the expert, but I give everybody a different look. I try to give them my point of view, and what I can show and share with you as fact, I explain as fact. For example, the foot comparison, the tracks, the dermal ridges, all that's true fact. What I shared with you and what I found through my observation and analyzing is fact. You have human dermal ridges on that foot track. I presented to you through scientific studies a human dermal ridge illustration and foot cast with Connie's foot track. What she found was strictly human, nothing more. What I present to you is research and fact. And remember, everything that's found among us that we call Sasquatch evidence, this goes for me too, it's all speculation, no concrete evidence. The time is coming. The ECBRO and many others out there are working on this. Due to research and time, observations, studies, they'll come to one of us. God bless.